relate to or be able to talk to on a one-on-one level, and things make sense. And black people, no matter what they do, and maybe Anton had the best intentions. I'm not sure how Anton wound up here, right? But Cory, what he really was doing was he's doing the thing that women do when they start feeling insecure about how smart they are, how you look at them and whatnot. And a lot of that shit has to do with feminism encourages women to think that you need to be insecure about yourself. That this guy is judging you, and you're judged the same way that you judge a man. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, y'all are two different people. We really don't see you that way. Because most men don't really see you as competition, especially if he's masculine. Secondly, men for the most part, testosterone makes men see the best in women. That's why we have post-nut clarity. Your testosterone takes a certain kind of dip. Your spirit takes a dip after a nut, and that's why your thinking is different, because now you can't see the best in her necessarily unless the best is there. All right, but anyway, it's hard to understand this shit. And it was a tough lesson for me. And I still love battle rap, and I still will come through and smoke any one of you fucking chumps. And I'm never gonna stop battling. I'm never gonna stop smacking you niggas around. But I realized I couldn't be close to the culture at all, because I'm not like y'all. I don't move like y'all. I don't think like y'all. And I kept experiencing situations where I'm like, no, nigga, it's not normal. Y'all niggas is trying to make me uncomfortable. Y'all niggas is trying to bully me. Y'all niggas trying to make me sound crazy. Trying to make me look crazy. And I didn't realize that. At first, I used to suspect that something was up. But I said, all right, well, you know what? Because what black people do is put you, especially for men don't allow yourself to be in a trap where someone make you feel like you can't say nothing because you don't want to seem sensitive. Fuck that. Fuck that. Don't do it. All right? Because what happens is they keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And sometimes it could be someone that you don't take all that serious. If you ever feel like that about someone you're talking to, don't associate with them. All right? If you're ever in a situation where people are attacking you and the people supposed to be your friends don't say anything or don't speak on, all right, what's the problem here? Or like what's, like that's not what we do here. You understand? But anyway, the reason why I said earlier that I liken the situation to the Kendrick and Drake thing is because it was never about Kendrick making better songs. It was about believing that Kendrick was making better songs. Not like us as ass. That beat is ass. No one would ever pick those beats to rap on. Ever. No one would ever tell someone to rap like this. I think some of the bars he had some shot value to it. It was pretty cool. And I would have been able to appreciate the shit more. But from the rip, ever since it came out, it was promoted as the death of Drake. It's the end of Drake. And and here we are a year and a half later. People are still pushing this idea of a decline for Drake. Drake just had his biggest numbers in streaming. But another reason why this is the same thing is because Drake's success from the very beginning, niggas always hated on Drake. Because for one, nothing that niggas hate is growth. Another thing niggas hate is being better. Drake was making hip hop better because Drake's influence on the game made music better. Because we need niggas like Hove, niggas like X, niggas like Big, niggas like Pac, who that at the time when they doing what they doing, they making the game better because niggas is watching you and learning, and you're inspiring and you're sparking the ecosystem. Now Drake has kind of removed a bit of his spark in terms of the collaboration rate or putting on new rappers from America. This nigga ain't put on no new rappers from America in the last year. Drake bring light to a few hot records coming up at least a few times a year, but he's bought us a lot of different people. But anyway, but going back to the whole parallel, niggas hated Drake for pushing the game forward, right? And because the thing was this, that's the way the game was going anyway. The person who does not have foresight, the person who creates without the future in mind, the person who thinks that I just want to do the same thing over and over and over again, get away from that person. You'll never be successful around someone who thinks that way. I've had to point this out to my boy. I'm like, yo, the music that niggas like say Mobb Deep, and shout out to Mobb Deep. I'm not saying their music is whack, but that was unsuccessful music. Little Brother. Someone compared Drake to Little Brother the other day. Little Brother is a famously unsuccessful group. But niggas who are losers or niggas who are the closer you are to being a loser, being a nigga with no car, a nigga that got to wear a backpack everywhere you go. That's why they call it backpack rap. Because it's for niggas with no car. Thank goodness you had your surgery. Come on now.
You had your surgery.
We're good to go.
You was watching table.
Bitch.
You was wet.
I want your body. If you love me, let me get your body.
All right, let's get to the second part.
Accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
He said how they destroyed the nation. It's hard for me to even speak on what he said because none of that, because you can tell that was a word salad. Cory, well, for one, Cory is another black man that does not realize you are acting like a hoe. Like this is hoe activity. This is actually feminine. This is how women argue. You see how he's making no sense. Why does it matter to you who Anton talks about? Is he lying about the person he's speaking on? Is he lying? Because Cory's trying to come from the perspective of, because again, this is how Democrats and leftists, they don't have love for you, bro. They want you to really carry the identity of, I'm a victim. My situation is fucked up. I'm all fucked up. I'm disadvantaged. I'm misfortunate. You talk about misfortunate people. You talk about people who are victims in a way where it's like, why are you talking about them for? Our house didn't burn. Well, house did kind of burned down. But our house, like you're not a burn victim. You're not in a situation where this thing's happening to this out of your control. That's another thing that's unhealthy that I learned from my socialist professor, which was to a certain degree, life is happening to me, not for me. Life happening for me. But Cory wants to argue the perspective of leave Leroy alone. Leave Keisha alone. They doing the best they can. No, you not. No, you not. And people's reaction to this confrontation, the reaction to this whole thing speaks volumes. Because y'all hate black people who give themselves rules and follow the rules. Being around your ungrateful mother, being around your mother who don't got her life together, because most of y'all spend a lot of time around your mother, you got no love for your father. Right? You develop this mindset of somebody owe you something. If you don't like someone or someone that disagrees with you, you're supposed to try to punish them, do something to them, try to intimidate them to think like you. All y'all do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And what it also means is that your mental health is so low. It's at a place where it is a low vibrational behavior to be so insecure about your beliefs that you feel like because someone knows you and they're interacting with you, they have to agree with you. When I'm talking my shit, I don't say it for niggas to agree with me. I'm not saying it so you can say, yeah. Listen, people who come around me, a lot of times they have to get used to the fact that, yo, you're going to have to adjust to the fact that I'm a free thinker. I think for myself. I don't align with no political party necessarily. I'm on the side of truth. I guess you call me a moderate, right? But I'm on the side of truth. When Biden was fucking the country up, I never got on here and bombed on Biden or talk shit about Biden or just did anything like that. But I didn't think Biden was a good president at all. I was like, yo, like, how is he alive? Biden wasn't even alive. Listen, y'all was, that nigga was a ghost. Ghost dad, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, well, that niggas ain't real. I'll put it here so we can hear it. Some of you niggas.
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud,
talking loud,
and you still talking around.
What
did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting it
That makes no sense.
into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are.
So at this point, this is when the confrontation picks up. Actually, he was sucking dick. Because what Anton getting ready to say is you want to do the easy shit. You want to go the easy route. The easy route for niggas is to say black woman is God. When you get money, give everyone money for free. Give everything away and sacrifice yourself to the great, I guess to the whims of the black community. I'll tell you something. The day I stopped considering myself pro-black, I became free. Because pro-black is a myth. Because no one who says they pro-black is actually pro-black. Because you're not about the actual advancement of people. For most part, pro-black mostly means you worship black women. You do think black women are, like, for example, people be saying that Michelle got Barack elected. People be saying that Michelle, basically was like the president. No, what are you talking about? What? No one would know who she is if not for Barack. Now Michelle is an interview. She done told this story a bunch of times about now, which I think is black love. What you get? Black love in y'all minds, honestly, is for the most part a situation where a black woman gets to do what she want to do. Like what's going on with the man, what his thoughts are, what he wants, if he's actually happy, has nothing to do with. Matter of fact, it can only happen if that man can completely dedicate himself to the woman. Or to that black woman, you know what I'm saying, and accept her as his personal Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm forgetting to hit my sounds. I said, hold on, what?
I snap my fingers. You forget that you were ever gay.
I was never gay.
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yeah.
With these people right now, you doing the easy shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See,
homie, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
Ain't nobody
suck.
gonna- Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck.
You do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe
do
me when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no sucky shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
seats. Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with you.
Homie, I don't do no sucky shit. I'm a mother man. I don't do no sucky shit.
I don't give a about nothing.
Well, I tell you what. Watch that sucky shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no sucking,
You say a
homie.
lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit. Oh, you
I don't
know.
give a fuck about what you
Hey, homie, I tell you
I'm
what.
right here.
Don't put no sucky shit. Don't put no sucky shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck it again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No.
I don't do no sucky shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But
We
you're
good.
forcing up on me.
We good. I did already. I don't do
Put
sucky
the
shit.
microphone right down. Right now, I'm going up back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your.
That was the first time you off from the fade. When if a nigga said we could put the mic down right now and go out back, I don't give. Took Cory turned his head. Now, mind you, I'll show you this. No, I'm not gonna show you the next video. We're gonna get to the next subject. You niggas finna be quiet on this, because what we're gonna talk about next, right? Some nasty shit, bro. But you niggas are not going to say anything because you're hate for a successful black man. The hate you have, because for one, you don't realize you're not even built to conquer. Matter of fact, you are conquer. I heard that before. I'm like, damn. But the reason why I got offended by hearing black men is conquered because I'm not conquered. Nobody owns me though. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, where's my? Hold on. What's what we doing, black?
What we doing right now?
And sooner or later, her cookies get crushed.
I'm not. No one owns me. Do what I want to do. Say what I need to say. And I'm going to be who I need to be, right? But I didn't realize a lot of you are conquered. A lot of you don't have your own mind. A lot of you, for the most part, are you can be told what to think. No, I told you, no one owns me. You know what I'm saying? Come outside.
Y'all niggas see what they throwing out the way. Nigga, I got an army out here.
Got an army out here, nigga. Come outside. So, Anton will also get up, put the mic down, and say, let's go out back right now.
Mouth.
I'm not.
Hold on, we just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this my show. This my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me sucking. I don't dick suck, my dick.
Man, what you talking about?
I don't
bro?
dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do
Come
shit.
at me with that sucking
You're
shit
not gonna
again,
do.
nigga.
You're not gonna
Come at me with. Say I suck again.
We can go out back right now.
Fuck I am.
That was the response. People wanted to hang on the fact that Anton didn't say that you dick sucking again. It don't matter if nigga challenges you to a fight. He challenged you to a fade. And when the history of niggas, a nigga smaller than you, Anton is 5'7". I never knew how big Cory was. Pause. Hold on. I'm sorry, man. I was gay.
It was big, but that sounds ridiculous.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm really a rich
I'm
nigga.
really a rich nigga, though, but it's cool, though.
It's cool though.
I respect it,
I
though.
respect it though. Since when in the history of niggas is it cool for a nigga that's 5'7" to challenge you to a fight twice after you done bucked up on him and confronted him, and then he also told you you're not going to do shit. And this is why acting tough is always a L. Even if you can't fight, even if, no matter what, it looks corny. There was no need to act tough. You could have been like, listen, bro, if you want to be talking like that, first of all, you cussed at him and insulted him several times first. Because what niggas like this think is an insult is that basically what you're trying to insinuate and trying to say is that you worship white people. You want white people to like you. You want to be near white people, or you hate yourself, hate your culture. When the reality is this, the closer you are to these niggas, the more hate that you experience. White folks don't give a fuck about you. White folks don't care about you. Black people, for the most part, whether you realize it or not, if you are a poor, especially if you poor or poor-minded, you know what I'm saying? Like Cory's poor-minded. And honestly, throughout this whole exchange, you seeing this why Cory never made it. Hold on, let me get big real quick. This is why Cory never made it. Because this situation right here, and one more situation that we finna get into, where he had an altercation with another female comedian, and he put his hands on the female comedian. So I'm gonna reiterate what the same observation that Angry Man made. So you duck the fade, because you ducked the fade. That's ducking the fade. This is why acting tough never pays off. So you duck the fade with Anton. Someone's way smaller than you. It's not like Anton's in like incredible shape, or Anton's small dude and Anton got the guns going. Anton with the dad bod had you saying, you know what, nah, I'm good. And to see that, now mind you, it didn't happen all in the same week and whatnot, but to see you duck the fade with Anton, but punch a woman in the face on camera as a celebrity. And again, we didn't hear what she said. I guess we're not gonna know, right? But at the same time, that looked crazy. Well, that looked crazy for you in general. But with this all together, this is catastrophic. Now, fortunately, Cory doesn't necessarily have any kind of like career to really destroy. I'm like, he has one platform. It's not like, he do stand up on the road and whatnot, but I don't know. But Cory is kind of like if this was like the 2000s, Cory's like an underground rapper. He's like a real good mixtape rapper. Like the best mixtape rapper that you ever heard. But in general though, you've seen the bad decision making. And also you've seen how someone who is talented, someone who's great, someone who is amazing. Because Cory is funny. I think Cory is very funny, right? And I think honestly the situation is just a situation where y'all was having an argument and it just went a little bit too far, right? Because when people start getting emotional, right, they're not always able to realize when they bugging, right? You know what? Who's my color? They're not always able to realize, all right, I'm just emotional right now. Because when you're emotional, you may say things you don't normally say. Because in a conversation, whenever you talk to someone, right, and they start asking you questions or being confrontational, and their questions and things they say don't make sense, stop the conversation. You're not having a conversation no more. This person is trying to get their feelings off. Okay? All creatives, anyone, especially if they're gifted at their medium, right? Anyone who's very gifted at their medium, especially someone like Cory, because Cory, like you say, he's a dirtbag, right? A lot of times they have a lot of darkness in them, right? And they tend to be impulsive people, and they tend to be very emotional people with mad vices. All right, so this is where things kind of took a bit of a turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out his latest video. So this is Cory in a gorilla suit.
It's gay. I'ma tell you right now to your face.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, man.
You want to talk about everybody else, wife, kids, and everybody, but when somebody say something about you, y'all got to go to therapy. Our chicks was looking dusty.
This nigga Cory put on a gorilla suit to go at Anton online. I'm also going to play the clip that recently went viral, right? Of him talking about Anton's daughter, which I talked about before.
You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
Someone should have said, bro, stop, 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 stop. This doesn't make no sense. Cory also showed you, God damn, you are a scrape off the bottom of the barrel type of nigga. If you think this is how you should respond. But what it is that, nigga, you know you was afraid, you know that, yo, you shouldn't have fought him. Or you know that your emotions got the best of you and you want to save face. It's the same thing women do. Because I know for a fact that, yo, my ex want to save face, and in hindsight now I realize that when women crash out, when women get emotional, when women fuck the relationship up, once they come out of their emotional space, right? They're kind of embarrassed. They're kind of like, oh my God, I got really emotional again. It's kind of like if you're a guy and you get so emotional that you cry. You remember that time as kind of embarrassing, and you kind of like don't want to talk about it. That's how women are with their episodes. Like, for example, my ex had BPD. So as like towards the end, her episodes of basically like disassociating from me, of like kind of treat me like she doesn't know me, started kind of happening more and more, and they were more close together. And before that, she would just kind of say, and it wasn't all the time, but she would say and do things that have reactions to things that wasn't normal or just didn't really make sense, and it wasn't like commensurate with like what was going on, right? But anyway, like I was saying before, the problem that Cory has is the same problem that a lot of black men have, and it's really holding you back, and it has to do with this is how far your emotions and not having emotional regulation and maturity. That's why I told y'all the root cause of all your problems is the bitch in you. Whether it's your cowardice, whether you are afraid to level up, you are afraid to you're afraid to be available, you're afraid to be reliable, you're afraid to have a dream, you're afraid to say you're wrong, right? Or growing the fuck up, aka maturity. All your problems come from you not being able to broaden your perspective and taking all the information and making an informed decision or a plan based off of an informed decision. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, you've had your surgery.
We're good to go.
So, in this clip right here, Cory pulls up Anton's daughter, right? It starts talking about his daughter. At this point, Anton makes a video saying, you know, Cory, you got it. People start alluding to Anton's going to sue Cory at some point. And he's going to use his live stream where he says, I'm distraught. I don't want to do this no more, this and that, right? And use it for proof for the lawsuit. Cory responds by putting himself in a gorilla costume to go at Anton. Here's the thing about what you said, Cory. Let's go and get big. I ain't mean to hit that, but
I want your body.
Relax.
If you love me,
Yada,
let me get your body.
Really.
Little ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja.
Cory, Anton never said anything about your wife. First, you don't have a wife. Anton never said anything about your family or your kids. How does it make sense for you to talk about a girl in high school, a young girl in high school? Now, mind you, on one hand, you saying that you are pro-black, which means that you love black people, right? And you value and you respect black people, and you were criticizing Anton because you felt like, well, you don't go after white men the way you would black people. First of all, he's a content creator. Who the fuck does that? But that's actually not true. Anton talks about everyone on his channel. His channel is a reaction channel. Whatever is popping at that time, he's talking about it. That's not true at all. Cory was arguing from the standpoint of, all right, well, I don't really have no facts. I don't really have an argument, but what I can lean into is the spirit of Jermaine. He lived into the spirit of Jermaine and said, all right, Jermaine, guide me in this argument, help me come up with something. And again, and then we go to a weird question. All right, so he asked, why don't you talk about how white men have ruined the country? And it's like, why? I'd ask you, like, why? Like, why would you want him to talk about that exactly? If he's a black content creator who's mostly watched by black people, that's a weird question to ask him. Everyone addresses their particular group in particular. You know what I'm saying? But bigger than that, it's also so about the fact that black men do not have authority in the black community. Whenever someone comes through, and they seem to be the kind of person that you should listen to, the kind of person that and what it also is that these kind of people make you have to look at yourself. Like for example, when you see a person that's in really good shape, the first thing you think about is how your body looks. Now, if the loser gets discouraged or will look at them as weird or come up with a coping mechanism for how they feel about the in shape person, a winner like myself gets inspired. I say, damn, I gotta get it right. I ain't really trying to accomplish that necessarily, but then again, I gotta stop saying that because what people will always do is try to make their goals super realistic, rather than saying I'm going to take it to the next level. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to get my dream body. When I was way heavier, because I was so far from a healthy weight, I was over 300 pounds, right? In my mind, if I got to 270 pounds, I'm like, damn, that would be like that's like over 30, 40 pounds lost, right? Which still, I'm still like it's like mad big at that point, right? 270 pounds is a good that's a good jump for me from right now. I think I'm about like 265, 260, right? And then once I got my weight down, of course I started kind of realizing like, yo, I'm gonna have to lose like 100 pounds. Like back in 2021, I said, yo, like damn, I'm gonna have to lose like 100 pounds to get to a more manageable weight where you can see my abs or my stomach is not poking out so much, or I won't have long boobs. I don't want to have long boobs no more. Skin is all stretched out. But anyway, point being is that, you know, how you think is everything. And in my mind, I never thought about getting lean. I just wanted to look better than I did before. I said, well, all right, well, if I get love and attention at this